welcome back to my channel. Today we're making vegan jollof. So I served this jollof with coleslaw, stew, and tofu fish. But for making the actual jollof, we didn't use any meat broth, just some tomatoes, bell peppers, spices, onions, and rice. This jollof is absolutely delicious. I did put a tint of coconut milk in there. It's absolutely delicious. So I hope you like this recipe. I hope you try it on your own, and I hope you love it. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. First, we're going to get your peppers. We're gonna make a onion blend, and then we're going to make a tomato blend. And you're gonna first cook this tomato blend. We wanna get all the water out of it as much as possible. This is gonna help it cook faster. Right? We're gonna help this cook much faster once we get all the water out. So just cook that for about 10 to 15 minutes and set aside. Next, you're gonna get a non-stick pan. I like using a non-stick pan because you get all your rice out. Sometimes if you don't use a non-stick pan, all the rice is gonna get stuck in there, right? So you're gonna add some olive oil to that, and also once the oil is heated up, go ahead and add your red onions. Chop the red onions, add it. Make sure you caramelize it a little bit, and then go ahead and add some curry powder. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of curry powder, and I'm going to add some seasoning salt as well. Go ahead and give that a good stir. Just let that onions caramelize a little bit. Then I'm going to add 1 cup of that onion blend that I did earlier on. And give that a good stir. Just make sure everything is stirred in well. Next, I'm gonna go in with tomato paste. Add about 6 tablespoons of the tomato paste, or you can add the entire can. This is a small tomato paste can. Then you want to stir that very well. You want to make sure that the tomatoes, it's evenly distributed in there so it cooks evenly. So go ahead and give that a very good stir. Alright, so that looks like it's really good. We're gonna go ahead and then add our tomato blend. Remember the one that we cooked to dehydrate all the water? Add everything, all that we cooked, add it all to the pan now and stir it. And then you can cover the pan with a lid and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then next, you're gonna get a can of coconut milk. We're gonna use the entire can. This is a 15 by 5 fluid ounce. And I like adding coconut milk to my jollof because it really gives it a really distinct flavor that is so good. So give that a good stir. And then what we're gonna do next is go on with and add some vegetable broth. Add in one cup of vegetable broth. And this will add flavor to the jollof as well, being that we're not using any meat stock. This vegetable broth is gonna add great flavor to your jollof. Cover that with the lid, let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. I did also add some Italian herbs. This is different types of herbs like thyme, rosemary. These are all dry herbs that I wanna add just to give it more flavor as well. And the stew is pretty much done. You're gonna let that simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and rinse our rice. Add 2 cups of rice here, and then I'm going to go in with another 2 cups of rice, so we're using 4 cups in total. rinse this rice thoroughly. You want to get as much starch out of the rice as possible. So you're gonna see here, I'm gonna rinse it twice. Rinse it very well. Get your hands in there and rinse that rice very well. We want to get all the starch out. The second time to rinse it again. All right, perfect, right? We're getting some of the starch out. I mean, we're not getting all the starch out, but I mean, we're getting some of it out. So your rice is not too sticky. All right, we're all done here. So you're gonna add that rice to your stew that we made, the sauce, and you can add everything in. I'm going in there to get every piece of rice, so. All right, and now you really want to stir this up. So go ahead and stir it. Make sure all the rice is evenly coated. We didn't add any more water. The sauce and this rice proportion is perfect to get that, that perfect texture of jollof, right? It's not too dry, not too soft. So yeah, I did let the rice cook for about 30 minutes. I went in about 10 minutes each time to stir it. And this is what we got. The rice is finally cooked. It's so good, it's so yummy. I love my jollof this way. I don't like it too sticky, too soft. I love this is a perfect consistency and texture for my jollof. So I hope you like this recipe. I hope you try it out. So I did serve my jollof here with tofu, stew, and coleslaw, and it was so good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this recipe, and make sure you like, make sure you share and subscribe, and until next time, bye.